all the other people who had yesterday off because of the Labor Day holiday. Hope you enjoyed it as we get a beautiful look downtown here this morning in Indianapolis. Beautiful start to, we'll say, your work week, because hopefully a lot of you didn't have to get out of bed until this morning. 6 o'clock on your Tuesday, by the way.
And it might be a good day to take a lunchtime stroll out.
Oh, absolutely.
If it's anything like yesterday, it was a beautiful start to our day.
I just thought it was wonderful yesterday. And folks, the eternal struggle between man and woman continues. I had the windows down in my car driving in,
you were
rejoicing,
freezing.
and you all had
the heat on.
I have the
heater on
yes,
in their car. So, you know, whichever you decide, you're probably going to want to pick one, especially if you want to roll down the windows and be awake and invigorated. It'll help today, because in Kokomo and Muncie this morning, just 48 degrees. And if you're cold-natured, yeah, like the ladies did, you'll want to turn your heater on in your car this morning. Shelbyville, Greencastle, Richmond, all at 51. Same for the Purdue campus. At the IU campus this morning, 56. The reason it cooled so fast, these dew points are dropping. They're in the 40s now. That is very dry air, which both warms up quickly and cools quickly. But if you drill down now, take a look at the difference between this morning and yesterday morning. In Greenfield, it's 8 degrees cooler. Shelbyville is 7 degrees cooler, and we're a couple of degrees cooler. But everybody this morning is cooler than at this time yesterday. And of course, we had such a lovely start. Now, if you are traveling today, flying out of Indy, good situation at the airport. One delay, that's to Toronto, and you can see why. I mean, there's no weather problems around the United States today, with this exception at Dallas, where some of these thunderstorms really could fire up later today. But for us, at morning rush hour looks good. We don't hit 60 till 9 a.m. here in the city. And even at recess for the kids, it's only 67 with an eventual high of 78. And Lindsay, by the way, sunsets at 8:12. So we're losing a little over a minute, 1 to 2 minutes every day of available sunshine. So we need to take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah. In the month of September, we lose the most daylight.
That's right.
I don't want to think about that. Let's talk about something good. And that's the fact that the construction has not quite started yet on the east side just yet. This is a look at 465. These are the southbound lanes right here, with Pendleton Pike merging on to 465. This will change, though, as we look ahead at Wednesday nights. We're talking tomorrow after 9 p.m. 3 lanes of 465 southbound are set to close Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then again through the duration of the weekend. So we're talking Friday at 9 p.m. through 6 a.m. Monday. I want you to be prepared for that between 56th Street and Pendleton Pike.
Thank you, Lindsay. Well, new this morning here at 6. Right now, IMPD is investigating 2 overnight shootings that happened on Indy's south side.
Our Sia New Yorker has been following up on this morning. Sia, what do we know about these shootings, as I see that you're still live at that scene?
Good morning, Julia and Jalea. Live here at the Capitol Place Apartments, where there is an active scene. You can see investigators are still here, concentrated on this building. They have been gathering evidence, talking with neighbors, trying to figure out exactly what happened. Here's what we can tell you. Shortly after 12:30 this morning, police were called here after hearing that a man was shot. When they got here, that man was here with gunshot wounds. They took him to the hospital. He was last listed in critical condition. And now investigators, again, are just trying to piece together what led up to the shooting. They are also working to find out if those 2 shootings were related. Shortly, a few hours later, someone walked into the Community South Hospital. And again, we're working to get more information into our newsroom. No word of an arrest or any suspects, but we're working to get that information. Ladies.
Thank you, Sia.
Also this morning, we're trying to find out what led to a shooting on Indy's northeast side. This happened yesterday, just after noon on Pendleton Pike near 38th and Shadeland. We know that victim is in critical condition, and police believe a second person that was shot, who actually went to the hospital, may be connected to this case.
So they are asking, if you know anything that could help them solve this case, call Crime Stoppers. You can't remain anonymous at 262-TIPS. Yeah, this morning an emotional memorial for a young boy that was shot and killed on the city's northeast side. He was just 3 years old.
Has now been a week since Armani Booker died, along with 22-year-old Jayshawn Johnson. Right now, no one has been arrested for their murders. This morning, our Matthew Foltz is sharing a message from family members and their plea for peace in the city. Matthew, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you both. Right now, the family is pleading for whoever shot and killed Armani as well as Jayshawn to turn themselves in. And now Armani's father, Arion, says he's just holding on to the comfort of his family to help him cope through this pain. Now, Arion was surrounded by dozens of family and friends last night during that visual or balloon release, I should say, in Armani's honor. The theme was Spider-Man, which was Armani's favorite show, according to his father. Armani was shot last Monday at a shopping center near 75th and Shadeland Avenue. He later died at the hospital. His father now hopes this serves as a wake-up call for everyone.
Innocent lives being taken due to ignorance, you know what I mean? And it's like, when does it get old? You know, everybody moves at a different speed, of course, but I just feel like this situation is, you know, big enough for and impacting a lot of people in a lot of different ways.
Now, right now, the family is planning for Armani's funeral, which is set for September 13th. Right now, again, the family is pleading that if anyone knows anything, to please give police a call. They're also pleading for that shooter to turn themselves in. Of course, we're still working to get more updates in the case from police, so we will pass along any information as soon as we learn it. Meanwhile, you'll hear from more family members coming up at 6:30.
All right, thank you, Matthew, reporting live in Indianapolis for us.
And today we're also expecting to hear from IMPD about a major break in an Indianapolis cold case dating back 31 years.
The family of Carmen Van Hughes tells 13 News that they are expecting to give an update on the case. Carmen was just 19 years old when she was killed in 1993. And now police in Missouri have a man in custody for her death. Court documents show police arrested 52-year-old Dana Shepard on Friday. He's now charged with murder and rape in Carmen's death.
Shepard is being held in a Missouri jail, but is expected to be extradited tomorrow. And this morning, several investigations are underway into a police chase that turned deadly in Plainfield. Right now, Avon Police is leading two of these investigations, the reconstruction and the criminal investigation. The third is an administration investigation led by Plainfield PD. This all stems from the chase on Friday night after a Plainfield officer crashed into a car with two people inside that were not involved in the chase. Barbara Williams and Benny Williams both died in that crash. We talked to their son, who said they lived happily in Clayton. Right now, police are searching for a suspect still. Police say the officer's lights and sirens were at the time as he crossed into the intersection before that crash.
Right now, we are working to find out more information about what led up to a 4-year-old girl that drowned in Greenwood. Police say they found her Sunday night in a small neighborhood lake. Police had been looking for the girl after she was reported missing. When officers found her in the water, they jumped in to try and save her, but the girl later died at the hospital. Neighbors say that they hope everyone can keep a better eye on their surroundings to keep something like this from happening again.
It makes me really think about, what am I doing on a daily basis that maybe I can create some more security or some more safety in the communities.
So neighbors tell 13 News that they hope that the community can even add more security cameras and alarms to alert them when someone is around that lake. This is a heads up for drivers this morning, as South White River Parkway will also close between Washington Street and Oliver Avenue. There will be detours for you on Harding Street for construction on the Henry Street Bridge. The White River Innovation District project is moving into its second of 3 phases, so hold on a little longer. We also know the White River Trail will close between Kentucky Avenue and Washington Street. And work on that west side of the bridge is expected to be done later this year.
Well, coming up on 6:10 tonight marks a special anniversary here in Indianapolis. It will be 60 years since the Beatles took the stage for their only show ever performed in Indiana.
This is at the Coliseum at the Fairgrounds back in 1964. And so Hoosiers can celebrate that tonight, as fans will be able to hear the original audio from that concert now 6 decades ago. That'll be followed by a performance from the tribute band 1964, recreating the Beatles' original set list and playing some of the band's biggest hits. Those general admission tickets are just $5. And that bargain is because it's the same price it cost to see that show back in '64.
And I've contacted and heard some stories from people that have had their first date at that concert, that were ushers at that concert, that parents had their first kiss from one of the Beatles, from their dad was a cop at that concert. So it's a lot of Hoosiers that actually were able to come to that concert.
So yes, there's all the music, but fans can also check out a Beatles-themed art installation. And there are some selfie stations that'll be set up there. There will also be special memorabilia from the 1964 concert, including an original microphone and even a stand from the show. If you're headed out there, those doors open at 5. Good morning, Chuck.
Hey, good morning, Jalea. Oh, you know that music? You love that music? It's the theme for football here on NBC and Channel 13, and Sunday is the big day. It's opening day for the Colts and the Texans at Lucas Oil Stadium. The big question is, yes, will Anthony Richardson play well? Of course he will. But will the roof be open? Well, it looks like it could be. 67 at kickoff, and then a high only around 70 degrees as the Colts host the Texans on Sunday. We've got a long ways to go in between now and then. Your 7-day outlook is coming up.
All right, Chuck, thank you. And this morning, thousands of hotel workers are on strike, calling for better wages and better working conditions. Now, more workers could set other cities than their sights. How it's affecting travelers at 6:45.
Plus, a ceasefire deal is still up in the air as U.S. leaders work with other governments to try and get a deal done. Now, Israel's leader is promising revenge for the deaths of 6 hostages.